I'm Mohammad Ilyas. For those who don't know about me, I have a startup called Alsens Technology Services LLP. So basically, I'm a mechatronics engineer. I completed my master's in 2015, basically, but I was working before that, and then I did my master's. I have experience in training people on recent technologies, like more than 8 years. Okay, but including my period when I was working and studying, it will be like 10 years. So that's it about me for in short. Let me not go into that deeply. We'll start with the webinar session. These are the contents. Let me open the slideshow. Hope you can see the slideshow. And if you can't see it, let me know. I'll just check the chat box here and now. Okay, low voice one second. I hope you can hear me properly now. Yeah, so these are the topics we'll be covering today. So we'll see about robotics, how the robots rose to the importance we have today, and then robotics job opportunities. We'll see a little bit about it. We're not going to dive deep into that mostly. We'll see about rise of robots mostly in this session. Then IoT, and finally we'll end up with job opportunities in IoT and how we can proceed further. Okay. So we'll start now. So what is a robot basically? A robot is basically, you can't define a robot basically in a single term, because robot means different things to different people. Okay, people may call even a remote car as a robot. Okay, people may call even a fan as a robot. So something which is automated, which does things automatically without human intervention or with partial human intervention, we can call it as robot. But basically the idea came, even before 80s. The word robot came even in the 18th century. Okay, when a Sikh writer, he was using the word, which means forced labor. There were comics and all that, even novels which were depicting robots, but the creation of robots was not there until then. So when the robot was actually started into building robots, we can say it started when the time Renaissance time was born. Renaissance, you must have known the term Renaissance already. That's around 15th to 16th century, when we had this industrial revolution, when actually people moved into modern history. So that's what Renaissance means. Okay. So basically, that was when time was born. People say, because the people say time was born then because of these mechanical clocks. You see here, mechanical clocks were prominent during the time. People were involved in creating mechanical clocks, and there are beautiful creations of those mechanical clocks. Even now, we can see them in European countries especially. Okay, huge magnificent clocks you can see now in buildings, and even you can see art craft, the how watchmen or watch mechanics, how they put their effort in creating beautiful or even magnificent clocks. So these clocks actually they are automatic, right? They were automatic. So these were the first things which gave rise to robots, which some robots are something which does things automatically. So mechanical clocks, they were the ones which gave rise to the idea. Now these watch mechanics, during the time, what they used to do was they used to create something called automatons. uh, Automatons, we can call them as predecessors to robotics. They used to create automatons like this. Automatons are something like small toys or even sculpture which work with small mechanism. They will use gears and all that, just like how they use in mechanical clocks. And something will be automated, like tilting your head. Okay, you can see on the right side there's an arrow and bow. Okay, this automaton used to just pull it and put it back. And there is a keyboard playing automaton on the left side, you can see there. So these automatons were trying during the time of Renaissance, during the 15th 16th century. These watch mechanics, they used to show their talent by creating these automatons. That's how it all started. Basically the idea of having some automated machine started that way. And this guy, Jacques, he's a French inventor. He's an artist too. So he created three automaton, installed it publicly. Okay, what they have, it is basically there are three of them. One was a flute player. So this flute player on the left side, you see here, it used to, like blow air automatically. It's not like creating music. It's like it basically blew air out of the flute and it used to play. On the right side, what you see is a drum player there. Okay. All these are automations created using gears and all those mechanisms. There's no electricity. There is no programming. There's nothing of that sort. All related to watch mechanisms. Okay. And the center one you see that actually it created more attention. The duck you see there, it's called actually defecating duck. What you see here. Now this duck, created by the same artist, what he did was this duck used to, whatever you put it inside the mouth, it used to, defecate out. It used to put it out. So these things it created, I mean, okay, voice is clear. Yeah, good. So these things, they created interest among people to have something automated. But then it all ended up only as automatons, just like toys. Until 18th century end or even 19th century beginning, people only created automaton like this, small toys and all that. The actual robot, the creation robot started in 1920s, 1930s. Okay, and the first one, see what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you a series of robots. Okay, I'm not going to explain them deeply. I'm going to show you a series of robots, and finally we'll put everything together and see how the robots have risen up. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. So we'll see from the very basic robot what was created, the first robot, until some of the robots we have now. Okay, more advanced robots. So we'll see. We'll see how the path has been reached, how it has reached until now from the beginning. That's what I'm going to show you now. We'll see about 10 plus robots now.